Welcome to a rather straightforward video. We will be discussing every engine owned by the Northwestern Railway in numerical order. This will be a fun video, I feel like, as I've never really seen anyone else really document their entire NWR roster. Usually it's the main 11 or 12, but never the entire list, you know what I mean? So why am I doing it here? I want to preface this by saying that the engine roster in this video will only cover Northwestern Railway engines, not anyone else. So no industrial engines like Bill, Ben, Salty Porter, they won't be featured in this. We are strictly covering the main railway engines on Sodor. Secondly, this roster is purely headcanon material, not the official one, so things will be different here. And thirdly, this is not in the order of when the engines arrived / were built. This is going off of my AU renumbering scheme the railway made in the early 70s. So basically, everyone in preservation era. We will go over each engine, their power class if they have one, and some other stuff as well. Without further ado, let's begin. So of course, we must start this roster with the number one engine himself, Thomas. In Porterverse continuity, Thomas is a Knapford and Ulstead Railway Class R46, first built in 1910. He was one of 4 initially built, and he is the first of his class. His power classification is 3P. Edward is the number 2 engine. He is a Furnace Railway K2 built in the late 1890s. He is a one-off variant with a slightly larger boiler. This was a test to see if it would improve the design. However, the results were neutral and he was sold off after World War I. Edward was gradually modified on Sodor over the years and is now much stronger than before. Present day, Edward's power class is 2P. Henry, the number 3 engine, is a fun case, as he has multiple conditions. His story is mostly the same, except his design was stolen from the Sodor and Mainland Railway, rather than the LNER. In his Mark I condition, he was classified as 2F. Following his initial rebuild, he went up to 5F, albeit on the lower side, but still an improvement regardless. And after his boiler was replaced with that of a BR Standard 5, his performance improved a bit as well, although he remained classified as 5F. Gordon is number 4. He was a standard A1 built shortly after Great Northern, but outside of the LNER's roster due to being built to order specifically for Sodor. He was classified as 6P during his time, and following his A3 rebuild and a handful of Sodor mods, he jumped up to 7P. James is number 5 and is easily the most different from his official counterpart. Porterverse James is an N-Class kit purchased after World War I, although his construction was pushed around until 1925. He is basically the same as the other N-Class engines, and he is classified as a 4P. Percy is number 6. He is a Sodor-built engine in Porterverse continuity, and he was based off a lot of shunter designs at the time, and that's why he wound up looking like, well, Percy. Percy is classified as 1F. Number 7 is Toby. He is mostly the same, except his early days were spent on Sodor, part of the Sodor tramway, along with several of his siblings. They were all built to order as well. Toby's classification is the same as the other J70s, that being 0F. Duck is like 99% the same as the official counterpart. 5700 Pannier moved to Sodor and became the Northwestern Railway's number 8. Except he briefly carried extended sandboxes while banking trains at Wellsworth for a few months during the whole diesel shenanigans. Presently, Duck is classified as a 3F. Donald and Douglas are also practically the same, still numbers 9 and 10 respectively, although Donald gained a diesel ejector funnel later on, although this didn't change his performance too much. Both Donald and Douglas are classified at 3F. Oliver is also identical to his official counterpart, still number 11 and classified as 1P. This one honestly surprised me, I thought it'd be higher, but he is 1P still. Now onto the somewhat uncharted territory, numbers 12 onwards. This is where it really deviates from official canon. Here we go. The Northwestern Railway's number 12 in my AU is Arthur. Arthur remains a standard IVAT 2MT, and he has a power class of, well, 2MT. Number 13 is Molly. She is a D16, or was a Great Eastern Railway S46, D56, whatever the case is at the time, but she eventually wound up in present day as a D16/3. Her present day classification is 3P. Number 14 is Emily. She was built for the Sodor and Mainland Railway and managed to survive until being preserved decades later. Her classification is not exact, the wiki doesn't list it for the Sterling singles, but based on her attractive efforts, it'll probably be around 2P or 3P. I'll say 3P as she was an express engine, and we'll leave it at that. Number 15 is Barry. He's a fun one. My AU for him is that he started out as a tank engine, just like Arthur, and was withdrawn in a way to scrap on Barry Island until being saved. However, he was restored into a tender engine, and he's remained that ever since. Barry is classified as a 2MT, just like Arthur. Number 16 is Ryan. He is a new build N2 that is basically the same as the original class, although some parts with different materials to be lighter to run along the coastal run. Ryan has the power class of 3MT. Number 17 is Neville. Neville is a Q1 and is exactly the same as his siblings. And he has the power class of 5F. Number 18 is Rosie. She is an S100 built in the early 40s. Her power class is unknown like Emily's, but based on attractive efforts, she will be around the 3MT range, give or take. So we'll leave it at that. Number 19 is Daisy. The diesel engines on this roster don't have power classes the same Steamies do, so their segments will be a bit shorter. All the diesel engines on the Northwestern Railway wear D and the number diesel they are. Daisy was the first diesel engine to arrive, and she wears the number D1 on her sides. Number 20 is Boko, the iconic Class 28. We all love this guy. He wears D2 on his sides. Number 21 is Bear, iconic Class 35 that we also love, and he wears D3 on his sides. Number 22 is Thorkel. He is an LMS 7F, not to be confused with the other one or the G2As. He's specifically this 7F, the 080 version. And Thorkel's power class is, well, 7F. A lot of these are self-explanatory now that I think about it. Number 23 is Stafford. He is the Walsworth station pilot. And his power class is arguably hard to figure out. I'll probably put him at 0P as he's just a little electric guy. But he's cool though. We all love Stafford. Number 24 is Belle. She is one of the banking engines for Gordon's Hill. And she is an LMS Fairburn 4MT. Number 42069 exactly. And she has the power class of, well, 4MT. And what's funnier than 24? Well, 25 of course. And number 25 is Antares. He is a custom-built banking engine, a massive 010-4T. Antares is the strongest engine to work on Sodor, and is classed at 9F, but almost high enough to give him the category of 10F if it ever existed. Number 26 is Sigrid, one of my first OCs. She is an L1 brought to run the Arsdale branch line, hence the Cowcatchers. Sigrid's power class is 4MT. Number 27 is Flora. She also works the Arsdale branch line. Her origins are to be determined as she doesn't have an exact basis, but she is believed to be an American design in Porterverse continuity, although that isn't concrete. Her power class will be around 0F, 1F range. Somewhere around there. Numbers 28 and 29 are Riff and Jiff, which you all know from All Engines Go. They are wildly different in this AU. I haven't watched any of All Engines Go. I watched like maybe 2 episodes when it came out and I just couldn't stand it, but enough of the tangent. Porterverse, Riff and Jiff are new build LNER Y10 trams, and their power class is 0F. Numbers 30 and 31 are Pip and Emma. They are the modern day express engines, and wear numbers D4 and D5 respectively on their sides. Number 32 is Jackie. She is the station pilot at Cowan Station. Cowan Station connects 3 separate branch lines, hence the need for a dedicated pilot engine. Jackie's power class is 4F. Number 33 is Paxton. Paxton is the Knapford station pilot, hence why it was given the Northwestern Railway's Emerald Jade livery, reserved for only the most prestigious engines on the railway. Hence why only very few engines have it, like Paxton, Emily, and Daisy. Paxton wears the number D6 on his sides. Number 34 is Paxton's brother, Sidney. He is a floating shunter. He essentially just goes wherever needed depending on the day. His diesel number is D7. Number 35 is Ringner / D261 / Bowler, or Class 40. He has a lot of names, but in AU, his actual name is Ringner. He was saved from scrap in the 80s, which is a story I kind of want to get into in Porter Tunes, but that's for down the line. His number is D8. Number 36 is Rampage, the first and last of what would have been the railway's first original class of engine design. He is the only 480 design in Britain. Rampage has the power class of 8F, although he is on the cusp of getting 9F status. But as of now, he remains in 8F. Number 37 is Rebecca 2. Her story is complex, but she's separate from the original. Same engine class, but not one of these streamlined variants. And she usually goes by Becky, and Becky's power class is 7P. Number 38 is Warrington. He was my take on the austerity engine until he was revealed. The actual austerity engine from the Railway series is named Walter and he is painted black. Although I decided to keep Warrington in my AU as I just like the idea. And he has a Landem cab and a Giesel ejector funnel. Warrington will have the power class of 4F. Number 39 is Den. Den is the station pilot at Crovan's Gate Station, at least for the standard gauge. I initially said years ago that he was an 080 version of his class, but I'm more likely gonna retcon that for modeling purposes. Maybe I'll make him an 060, purely because modeling a new 080 chassis will be a nightmare. And Den wears D9 on his sides. And our final engine, number 40, is Walter, the newest engine on his list. He is the shunter at Vickerstown Station. He wears Northwestern Utility Black with blue lining, and his power class is 4F. With that, we have covered all the engines by Porterverse, Northwestern Railway, and what a long list. That isn't even counting the industrial private-owned engines. Maybe I'll do a video covering them. Let me know what you all think. I'm open to the idea. Thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you all same time next week.